So it looks like there's been rumors going around about God of War 6 coming out in the next year or two. And this is something that hasn't really been confirmed by Sony just yet. But I believe there's been leaks online and there have been speculations that the setting for the game might be taking place in either Greece or Egypt, depending on who you ask, and that this upcoming God of War game is supposed to be a more of a prequel than a sequel. And I'm not exactly sure what's going to be a prequel of. I don't know if it's going to be a prequel of the God of War game from 2018 or God of War from God of War 3 from 2010. But yeah, I do feel like this is something that is very exciting, and it's going to be hard for Sony to try and top, Ragnarok and then the God of War game from 2018 in terms of sales, because I think Ragnarok so far has done like 15 million in terms of sales, and the 2018 God of War game did like 20 million in terms of sales on the PlayStation 4, and a lot of people had nothing but good things to say about Ragnarok. They feel like there were various things about that game that was really good, including the storyline, the graphics, the gameplay mechanics, the character development, the shock value, the music production, the twists and turns, all those things, made it a must-play action adventure game. And I believe that game got a meta score of 94, and it got like a user score of 82. And uh, and I don't know, I wouldn't say that the game is really overrated or anything like that because it came out in 2022 and it was probably the best, game of that year, depending on who you ask. But at the same time, 2022 was kind of a piss poor year for video game releases, at least in comparison to the last 2 years, 2023 and 2024. But God of War from 2018 is something that still stands the test of time years later because that also got a meta score of 94, but that got a user score of 91. So more people liked the God of War game for the PlayStation 4. And it's going to be really hard to top that game in terms of, popularity, success, and, sales and all that stuff. But yeah, hopefully we learn more about God of War 6. Hopefully, Sony reveals more information about the game sometime in the upcoming year. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a game that Sony was going to save for the PlayStation 6, but I don't know. We have no idea what the cost of gaming is going to be like years from now. And they might as well do God of War 6 on the PlayStation 5 because if the PlayStation 6 is anywhere shy of $1,000, I'm passing on that, because I have, God of War and God of War Ragnarok, and both of those games are dope, and I don't feel like having to pay close to $100 for a video game or anything like that because the way the economy is going right now, I mean, Lord knows what, the cost of a PlayStation 6 will be or what the cost of God of War 6 is going to be. So hopefully I'm hoping that this game is released on PlayStation 5, the price is reasonable, and that the plot is compelling, and that hopefully we get more extended gameplay mechanics, um, that's going to improve upon what we got in Ragnarok. Hopefully, the storyline's more, compelling. Hopefully, the dialogue is something that people can sink their teeth into, and yeah, hopefully, we learn more about God of War 6 sometime in the future.